Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon's offense will get the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
Yeah, it's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle.
He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Handoff from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. It'll be a draw. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Bearcats' offense will go to work for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Sorsby. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Johnson. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Makes his connection. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. They're working that left side, and he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll run the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
To the ground with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's going for it all. He's got it at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Ducks want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Ferguson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They're not into 3s, they want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the 1st down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He caught it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground. Hard-hitting tackle. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to...
It's complete! A huge pickup! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And the Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Getting some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They go to the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to get to him. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Gives it to the back on the draw. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Johnson. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's James. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Ducks will punt this one away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Kiner. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. He finds his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This feels like 4-down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give from the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.